right, so part one of the preposition song goes like this. About, above, and we're going to point above us. So we've got about, above, across. You're going to take that hand and you're going to go across like you're jumping across a stream. All right, I love to hike, so I like to jump across those streams as you're hiking through the mountains. So we've got about, above, across, after. You're going to do your thumb and like throw it over your shoulder like, hey, no budging in line. After me, dude. So then you do your thumb behind you. So we've got about, above, across, after, against. You're going to push your two hands, palms, against each other. So we have about, above, across, after, against, along. Now I know I'm making an L and along starts with A, but if you'll notice, these are going in alphabetical order. So we're in the A's right now, and along the second letter is an L, so we make the L. So now we've got about, above, across, after, against, along, amid. So now we're going to make an M just by doing the number 3 upside down. Let's try it again. About, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around, at, atop. And we're going to do like a top like a circus tent and make a V there. So that's how much we're going to do for part 1. Let's practice that again. And I'm going to actually ask you, what are the prepositions? And you're going to answer, the prepositions are about, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around, at, atop. Let's do it again. Ready? What are the prepositions? The prepositions are about, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around, at, atop. One more time for practice. Ready? What are the prepositions? The prepositions are about, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around, at, atop. Very good. All right, so what are the prepositions? The prepositions are about, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around, at, atop. Now you're ready for part 2. Ready? So part 2 starts with the B's. We're going to say before, and you're going to take a step before. Like you're saying, hey, I'm supposed to be before you in line. Okay, so before, behind, and you're like, no, get behind me. So we take a step back again. So we've got before, behind, below. Now, I'm going to tell you a story about my mom. My mom is very short, but she's very energetic, and she loves to get around people when they're in line. When we go to the store and it's a huge sale day and there's huge lines of people, she can go all over. She's like, wait, oh, I'm going to get before them. Oh, nope, I'm going to get behind them. I'm going to get below, and she's shorter than everybody else, and she can find a way through people. So that's kind of what we're doing now. We go before, behind, below, beneath, beside. She like steps beside and goes, oops, I see something over there. So she'll go between, and we'll take her hand, we'll go between those people in line. And that's how she gets to the front of the line almost every time. I don't know how she does it. She does it with the preposition song. So let's try that. Ready? Before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, and she get beyond everybody else in line. She's getting way up to the front. Beyond, but by, concerning. So let's just do that part a few times. Before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, but by, concerning. Let's try that again. Ready? Before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, but by, concerning. All right, let's put that all together with the first part. Ready? What are the prepositions? The prepositions are about, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around, at, atop, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, but by, concerning. Let's try that again. Ready? About, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around, at, atop, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, but by, concerning. Very good. Keep practicing that. That is part 1 and part 2 of the prepositions. All right, so you've got the first 2 parts. Let's learn the third part of the prepositions. So it starts with down. So we're just going to point down. Down, during, except for, from. So you just got to remember that part. Down, during, except for, from. And the next line starts with in. So you're going to put one hand out and you go in, like you're putting your hand inside the bucket. In, inside, into, like near. So those are the only 2 parts for this third part. So we're going to go down, during, except for, from, in, inside, into, like near. Let's do it again. Ready? Down, during, except for, from, in, inside, into, like near. Very good. One more time. Down, during, except for, from, in, inside, into, like near. And you just got to keep saying those over and over. Let's put it all together so we have the first 3 parts all together. Ready? What are the prepositions? The prepositions are about, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around, at, atop, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, but by, concerning, down, during, except for, from, in, inside, into, like near. Good. Keep practicing those and we'll get the next part in just a moment. All right, now we're ready for part 4 of the prepositions. They start the words that start with the letter O. So we're going to make an O, and the first line is of, off, on, onto, out. Say that with me. Of, off, on, onto, out. One more time. Of, off, on, onto, out. And then the next part, I'm going to have to tell you a little story to go with this one. So when my kids were little, we had a huge blizzard one night. So when we woke up for school the next day, there was so much snow. It was unbelievable. That school was canceled, but the sun had come out, but we were like buried. So we opened our front doors. We had a big front door that we opened, and there was so much snow. It was a wall of snow that stopped about this high up, about 4 feet high, and then there was just a little bit of space between the top of the door and the top of the snow and the top of the door, just a little bit of space where we could see the sun coming through. So since there was no school and yet we were trapped, we couldn't get outside, the streets were all filled, we had a blast playing in the snow that day. So this part reminds me of that. The next one is outside. So we opened the door to look outside, and my son wanted to play in that, and there was just that little bit, but all this snow and just that little bit of opening. So we threw him over that snowbank. Oh, and he had so much fun. He bundled up and we threw him over the snowbank, past that snowbank. So we went outside, over, past, regarding, since. But that's what I want you to think of. So now we have of, off, on, onto, out, outside, over, past, regarding, since. Let's do that again. Ready? Of, off, on, onto, out, outside, over, past, regarding, since. One more time. Of, off, on, onto, out, outside, over, past, regarding, since. So let's put the 4 parts together, and then we're almost done with the preposition list. What are the prepositions? The prepositions are about, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around, at, atop, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, but by, concerning, down, during, except for, from, in, inside, into, like near, of, off, on, onto, out, outside, over, past, regarding, since. Very good. Keep practicing that. And our next video will teach the last part, and then you'll know all of them. Okay, so now you're ready for the last part of the preposition list. And you will know the 53 most common prepositions. So it goes like this. You're going to go through, and you're going to take your hands together, palms together, like you're going through really tall grass, and you're kind of trying to get through it. Okay? So you're going to go through, throughout, to, just the number 2, to, toward, under. And you're going to put one hand underneath the other hand. Under, and then you're going to go, the other hand's going to move down to go underneath that one. Until up, you'll do thumbs up, upon. All right, so let's do that part so far. Through, throughout, to, toward, under, underneath. Let's do that again. Through, throughout, to, toward, under, underneath. One more time. Through, throughout, to, toward, under, underneath. Very good. And then all we have left is with. We're going to make a W with 3 fingers. With, within, you're going to pull those fingers in. Without, you're going to throw them out. And those are all 53 of the most common prepositions. And at the very end, we do say, these are the prepositions. And we just put parentheses around that. That phrase, those aren't prepositions. That's just telling us this is the end of the song. We now know the 53 most common prepositions. All right, so let's put it all together. Ready? What are the prepositions? The prepositions are about, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around, at, atop, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, but by, concerning, down, during, except for, from, in, inside, into, like, near, of, off, on, onto, out, outside, over, past, regarding, since, through, throughout, to, toward, under, underneath, until, up, on, with, within, without. These are prepositions. Very good. You now know all 3 of the most common 53 prepositions. You got it. Keep practicing, and you will never regret it. I still remember these from middle school. You can too. Bye, guys. So if you like that video, like and subscribe to this page to learn lots about how to make English fun and easy. Bye, guys. See you next time.